Stay cool.
This is a Thor News presentation. Hit the button, baby.
Party dance time.
Thor News presents...
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that I love you, and that the signs in the heavens have been amazingly pure, and beautiful, and magnificent, and unlike anything I've ever seen before in my life. There have been halos galore. The month of November, the sky held more amazing astronomical phenomena than I've ever seen in my life, or I do believe in anyone's life who's been watching this sort of stuff. The auroras have been amazing and everywhere. I think I used the word aurora too much in this video. Be prepared. I'm going to say aurora way too much in this video because the auroras have been like off the chain in celestial ways. It's almost like you can see pieces of the rainbow bridge that connects Earth and Asgard, or Earth and Valhalla. The bridge moves just like me and you. And if you want to know the definition for each one of these astronomical phenomena, be sure and grab your local astronomer and ask him, hey man, what caused it to happen? The signs in the heavens have been as crazy, in good ways, as your news on your television has been. You stare at it and go, wow, is this even real? Yes and no. Yes and no. So if you need a little faith, you need a little hope, you need a little wonderment, you need something to remind you that there are bigger, more magical, more colorful forces at work in the universe, I present to you the light show canvas that is the sky. And I don't care if you believe science created it or God created it. Either way, I don't think you can argue that it is beautiful. Asterisk. Some people just like to argue. This stuff is ultra extra luminous. These interstellar intricacies are lighting fires in my brain of joy and wonderment. How about you? The celestial phenomena is happening so fast. Scientists can't keep up naming stuff. We should probably put a camera up to where we can see what these auroras are painting. It's almost like aliens are sending us simple photographs and pictures of themselves to say, hey dudes, we're here. We're trying to communicate with you in the giant neon sign that is your planet. But we can't tell because we're too busy standing on the ground. And all 15,000 telescopes that are above Earth, 14,997 are pointed at Earth. That's weird. So take the celestial energy to let love shine, baby. These stellar magnetics are like magic. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, science boy. It's times like these we learn to love again. It's times like these we learn to live again. Color is cool. May you be too. So say we all. Ladies and gentlemen, there have been amazing, undeniable, never before seen signs in the heavens. It's so spectacular, scientists, and people with pens, pencils, and crayons have been having to come up with brand new words to describe what they're seeing. We're even seeing a lot of blue donut circles that are in the sky. Somebody alert your local scientist and have him give you a term and some fun, long explanation. We'll call them rice cakes for now. No, not the big, weird, strange blue circle in the sky. The explanation that you will get explaining what that blue circle was and why you should not be freaked out or put any more thought into it. Yeah, I don't know if you've been watching stuff like this, but you don't have to worry, because what I do is I watch it, and then I bust it all down into a nutshell for you. And then you crack open that nut. Wait. So yeah, okay. I boil it all down for you and simplify, only highlighting the very fascinating parts. And I'll cut out the nut busting. I will. Okay, so I was just saying, like, wow, these auroras have been amazingly mind-blowing for about 6 weeks. Granted, there have been... Wow, those are so big. Look at those. Those are huge. The auroras have been shapely, smooth, filled with color, radiating energy, amassed in light and life, love and hope. I mean, who sees a beautiful, magical rainbow like aurora and goes, holy shit, I'm scared. Oh my God, I'm so worried right now. The sky is filled with color and shape. Quick, pull up a YouTube. Anyway, so yeah, we've been having comets like crazy. We've been having angry, earth-striking space junk, which ends up highly disappointing. We've been having hilarious, uncreditworthy Halloween skull asteroids. Thank you, NASA. Did I mention comets? I still got a crazy feeling about US10 Catalina. She should be at her highlight right around Christmas, I do believe. See what else? Oh yeah, UFOs, floating cities, floating ghost cities, sun halos, double sun halos. Ooh, cheat sheet. Are you bored? Solar flares, halos, sun dogs, sun cats, noctilucent clouds. Did I mention auroras? Comet Catalina, Comet C 2013 X1 PanStarrs, solar activity galore, more sun halos, more auroras, More question mark, what? Oh yeah, okay. Life is all flaming cars and kids out with their iPhones. So let's get started. Though technically we already started. This way, I was just naming off stuff. Yeah, that's exciting to just read off a list of names. Scientific names. We've had planets. Jupiter, Mars, Venus in the sky. If I mention that our global space coverage of Venus is weird. Anything you want to say about Venus?
Do I have anything I want to say about Venus? Venus looks like she's got a big atmosphere. Mars does look tiny. Venus looks like she's got blue skies, nice weather. Dude, I'm freaking out. I saw a UFO.
What did it look like?
Looked like a little tiny light. Well, I mean, it kind of looked like a little, I don't know. What would you call it? I wish you saw it. I never saw a UFO before.
Did it look like the thing that hit Jupiter? Bam, 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 bam. The comet thing in a row. They say it was a comet, but I don't believe that.
It looked like just like a streak of light in the sky. It was like jamming. It was going really fast. It was just a little streak. Oh, it's fast.
Like the things we see on the Canadian, Hawaiian, French telescopy?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It looked just like that. It did. It did look like that. Going that fast, though, and that thing speeded up. How the airplanes look when they go across on that telescope. That's what it looked like. It was cool, though. That was like the first UFO I ever saw here. I saw a UFO another time, but I had my binoculars. Maybe it was like a comet or something. Just a little tiny dot. The one I saw before. The one I saw tonight looked like a streak.
You've never seen a tiny dot before?
Well, like on, it just reminds you of the pictures you showed of ice in. You're like, look, it's a tiny dot. But still a tiny dot. It's been like 6 weeks.
Are you trying to emotionally upset me?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Yeah, I forget sometimes. I'm here to help you through that process, the grieving process. So
thanks. Anything
you need to get past that grief. I think you got a lot of what you asked for, though, during that series.
Past tense.
I'm right here, baby.
All right, cool. So Jupiter is a champion, a king. He's giant, marvelous, spectacular, colorful, always putting on a show. Can't say enough about Jupiter. And he's the godfather of an entire mini solar system of moons. Very diverse, very cool, and he gives off 3 times more heat than anybody can explain.
I don't know, for some reason, that seems weird because normally one of the 4 moons that are real close to him, like what do they call it? Can't pronounce it right. Galilean moons. They're hanging out pretty close to him usually. So I would think like we should see one in this picture.
Oh, you want to go negative? Okay, great.
I like the picture. It's beautiful, but
I think Mars is so pissed off because he's so small. Mars has Napoleon complex. At least that's what it looks like from this photograph.
Probably drives a 4x4 with big wheels. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Well, here we are looking at one of our magical donuts. Spaceweather.com place for a good compilation of finest amateur astronomer photograph. Now here we have a giant, what the WTF, taken by Ruslan Akhmetsafin on Akhmetsafin, whatever. He's Russian. Akhmenan, whatever. Yeah, that is, hold on. I'm a speed dial fill plate. Yeah, there is a V.
It's a V. There's always a V.
There's always a V. I still think it stands for vagina, because as far as I know, the vagina is still the most powerful thing in the universe outside of Mother Earth and God. Moving on. What is that? I have no idea. It's a Stargate. It's a back of a exhaust pipe of a spaceship that's resting over the horizon. It's a wormhole. But if we go through it, isn't it a human hole? I mean, worms don't ever go through wormholes. I don't get why they call it a worm.
Don't get me started on the worm thing.
Okay, sure thing.
It's coming out saying that like some kind of worm makes you more fertile.
Oh God, yeah, don't. No, I was sticking with the wormhole
treatment. I'm sorry.
Space, yeah, it's space. Worms not in the mood for worms. Worms are creepy. Stay on target. Daytime planets. Once again, Venus looking green. Uniform. Isn't it weird that we always only see the same side of Venus? I think. The moon. Sun pillars. Comet C2014 S2 PanStarrs. Those look good shit. Double rainbows. Dark filaments. Iridescent clouds. Dolphins. Wastewater dumps. I'm gonna get a closer look at that dump. I'm glad somebody videotaped it. I have no idea. More double rainbows. Fireballs from the torrid meteor shower. Yeah, they project them with their blue beams. Crazy auroras. Crazy solar filaments. Sun prominences. Solar tornadoes. Solar canyons of fire. Aurora australis with a meteor. Zodiacal light at Easter Island. Remember the Trident Missile 1 and Trident Missile 2? Those crazy things over the west coast that freaked everybody out. More auroras with meteors, sunbursts, sunburst auroras, planetary conjunctions, Thule, southern lights. I don't even know what that means. Do you know what that means? She shakes her head no. She shakes her head no. Comet C2015 V2 Johnson. Up in your face. Tangent arcs. Upper tangent arcs. What?
What's Ronald McDonald doing there?
He's getting married. I think he's saying, hey, would you like to spend the rest of your life with me?
Oh. Yeah.
Do you think Miss Ronald McDonald is about to become Mrs. Ronald McDonald?
Yeah, it looks like it. Look at I like how the shadows are green. That's really cool.
I agree.